Yuru Camp Season 2 reaffirms my belief that my tastes in anime have been changing, and I think I'm okay with that. It's a series that after the first season already became a form of baked potato for me, but Season 2 took that baked potato and gently mashed it into softer chunks, serving up a heaping plate of good vibes. Season 2's first episode opens with a tale about Rin's camping beginnings, as her dad takes her day camping in the mountains. The significant thing about the first half of the episode is not just showing us Rin's cute adventure in front of the always beautiful scenery that the series excels at, nor weaving in real-life travel locations and brands without being intrusive, but how the show in a quiet yet natural manner illustrates why Rin loves camping so much. The trial and errors of what little Rin should bring on her next outing, learning how to build a proper campfire, and tasting the satisfaction of a great camp out through the curry ramen her ma packed her. Never once did the episode make Rin monologue, "Yeah, this is why I love camping," like we are too dumb as the audience to get it, but guided that conclusion towards the independent and critically thinking veterans we are, and I appreciate it for that. In fact, what I should be saying is that I appreciate the series for that quiet thinking, now as an ever-growing anime fan who's come around to simpler yet amazing works of art like Yuru Camp. When I was a greener anime fan, action-adventure fantasies were my go-to in contrast. So it took me many a moon for a friend to convince me that slice of lives weren't some waste of time. "Why would I watch a show about someone living a better life than I am?" I said. "Slice of lives are the equivalent to Facebook post," I said. In hindsight, I had more pressing matters to deal with at the time, like, I don't know, convincing the middle schoolers I wasn't going to bring a gun to school as a bullied kid, or dealing with the scary atmosphere of a behavioral hospital. I wanted a hot-blooded escape from my social woes, and no one was going to stop me. Back then, action-adventure shows like One Piece, Hunter x Hunter, and Fairy Tale filled the void, championing the themes of friendship and how sticking by your friends to overcome obstacles is the peak of a grand old time. However, that same camaraderie in those anime I loved were also a camaraderie that I envied, as all of the few friends I had were moving away at the time. There were no ragtag fellows at arm's length of me, and if I wanted to see a friend, I had to schedule it like a dentist appointment. So why would I, Miss got kicked out of beta club for throwing a chair, want to watch slice of lives where a group of friends who are just living their lives always bound for each other? At least the adventure shows had a quest or bad guy to fight, so why? If I could go back in time now and show my younger self Yuru Camp, I would. Because in the case of Yuru Camp Season 2, the anime is able to convey how bonds between friends are never broken simply because of distance. This is where the rest of Episode 1 and all of Episode 2 come in, as we watch the daily lives of the Outdoors Activities Club working and living separately during winter break. Rin's on another solo camping trip, while Nadeshiko, Enya, Aoi, and Chiaki are all working their part-time jobs to raise money for future camping trips, all while staying connected through a chat room on their phones. The cast may be doing all sorts of different things and seeing different angles of the same New Year's sunrise, but they are always thinking of each other. Heck, even Rin might actually go camping when it's not blistering cold because of her new friendships. In retrospect, now that I'm older, things haven't changed much in terms of long-distance friendships. Many of my friends I made in college live across town or the state, and a really close friend group I'm happy to be a part of is stretched across the entire country. But I understand now that distance isn't a factor to whether I can feel connected to a friend or not. And just when I thought I could end the video here, in Episode 3, which at the time of writing just came out, Rin's explanation of how her solo camping trip went to Aya and Nadeshiko really sums up what I've learned a little bit from this show, and other slice of lives like it. Rin states how she still loves solo camping even after the fun camping trip with her friends from the end of Season 1. That while it's camping all the same, when she solo camps, it makes her appreciate loneliness. It may sound like I'm exaggerating about these small words in Episode 3, but it resonated with me a whole bunch. I think a reason I struggled and envied the camaraderie of others is because I'm scared of being lonely. That if I don't have easy access to people, I won't feel like I've made an indent on the world. Or more realistically, that feeling one gets when you try going to an anime convention on your own when said events aren't really designed for going solo. The point is, You can't be with people all of the time, and we're all going to perish one day, so it's not a bad thing to try and appreciate the times you're chilling by yourself, maybe reading a book or contemplating. Because I feel for Rin, when she appreciates loneliness through solo camping, it shows how much she loves herself. A lesson I would have told myself when I was younger, and honestly a lesson I still need to remind myself of every single day. That, and not trying to spend money 3 days in a row on Uber Eats. Just because I'm working on a video doesn't mean I can use it as an excuse to not get off my butt and cook downstairs. I got food at home, for crying out loud. Seriously, I could be using that money for Steam games I will probably not get to in about 5 months' time. Oh well, Shannen out!